Congratulations, Taylor Graveman, on another state title. Your third championship with a record this year of 45-0 with 42 pins. You were named the Outstanding Female Wrestler for the South Dakota State Tournament. A record of 145-29 in your career, ranked number 4 in the nation at 132 pounds, and two-time Wrestling Junior National All-American. Taylor, take us through your thoughts from 3 years ago when you found out they were going to sanction girls high school wrestling.
I was just kind of ecstatic because I never thought that I would get the same opportunity as the boys because I never was as good as the boys, being able to place in the boys' brackets, right? But, when they sanctioned girls wrestling, I knew that I could do it, and so I did it. And now I've paved the path for all of the young girls who want to do the same thing that I did, so they now have the opportunity to do that as well. My little brother got me into wrestling in about the 4th grade, and my parents, especially my dad, have just been super supportive of it ever since, and I fell in love with the sport, and so I just continue to create this family relationship through wrestling, so it's pretty amazing.
Taylor, how about your goals at the collegiate level?
So I plan on attending North Central College in Naperville, Illinois next year, and my first goal is to make the starting lineup. And then after that, I just plan to come in and work hard every single day, and hopefully I'll grow levels. Other than that, chasing a national title.
I'm Madelynn Schlup. I wrestle 113 at Spearfish High School, and I'm a sophomore. I ended up placing 8th place at the state tournament, and I was very proud how I did, saying that it was my first official year of actually being in state. It was a really good opportunity, and it was just really nice just wrestling and then everyone showing the support they had for me and how proud they were for me, and everyone else did very good as well, and I'm proud of everyone too.
Hi, I'm Marlee Heltzel, and I wrestled 170 as a 7th grader at the state tournament. I think it went pretty well. The fact that I got the opportunity to wrestle as a 7th grader on the high school team was in the fact that I got to learn from Taylor and Maraia. My first match I lost, but it was a good learning experience. My second match I won my next match. That was the blood rounds, so then I got to move on to Friday to place. I lost my 4th match, but then I came back and won my 5th match to get 7th place.
All right, congratulations, Joel Martin, the Spearfish High School Girls wrestling coach, and again, congratulations on a great first year with the girls having their own program.
Yeah, thanks, Dwight. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was a pretty successful year for us. Reason we kind of wanted to separate out, and I've explained that before, we just felt like it would grow our numbers, and I feel we did that. At one point we had over, I think, 22 girls. I think we ended up with around 16. It was a tough year, probably one of my tougher years coaching, just because we went through a lot of injuries, and I think that's what was so satisfactory about the state finish was, we were so beat up during the year that, we had, it seems like every girl on our team, I think, had at one point had one injury that maybe had kept her out of a practice or a meet. I think except for, we figured one or two girls on our whole team that didn't have an injury the year. So it was a rough year, and we wrestled a pretty aggressive schedule, and towards the end of the year we lost 2 girls that we think would have probably placed in the state for us, and that kind of hurt us. But we still ended up in 3rd place. So yeah, you can't be too disappointed about that. Again, very, very satisfying for me as a head coach.
Yeah, and just the 3rd year that girls wrestling has been sanctioned, and Taylor being a 3-time state champion, Maraia, Kruske, 2-time state champion. What a team.
Yeah, you couldn't ask more from your seniors. Taylor and Maraia, like we said before, they're our leaders on the team. We always use the term pioneers with them, and they are true pioneers in the state, not just for Spearfish Spartan wrestling, but I feel like throughout the state, they go to these tournaments and all these girls come talk to them. Maraia wrestled one of her better friends in the finals, and beat one of her, what she considered, one of her friends in the semifinals. So, I mean, these girls have wrestled each other for years. I think the girl that Taylor wrestled in the finals, the girl from Pierre, the Stanglin girl, I want to say they've wrestled 10 to 12 times in the last 2 years alone, and they've gone on some trips together and they know each other. But yeah, you couldn't ask for a better ending for those two, especially Maraia. I was glad to see her kind of, get a little revenge, a little vindication for not winning it last year. I know she was kind of on a mission, and she just had a great state tournament, and of course Taylor, what more can you say about her? She does the things that she needs to do, it was great to go out with those two winning it, and actually Maraia getting a pin in the finals put us from 4th into 3rd. So we ended up in 3rd, beating, I think, Dakota Tech by 1 point because of her pin in the finals. And, of course, it's a culmination of all of what the girls have done, but that was kind of a nice little exclamation at the end there for her. Also in the tournament, we've got to bring some attention to our 4 other girls. Jayden Werlinger at 154 pounds. She ended up making it to what we call the blood round. That's the round where you can place in the state tournament. She ended up losing, but she was one of our injured ones. I keep saying she wrestled on one leg for about half the year. She had a pretty bad hip, and she just kept gutting it out every day in practice and meets, and we wanted to hold her out. She didn't want to hold out, so my hat's always tipped to her that she gutted it out, and she got all the way to that blood round and ended up losing there. And we'll look for big things from her next year, hopefully get her healed up. Mathilde Matsuda was another girl for us that dislocated her elbow in December and just came back. This was her first competition back since mid-December for the state tournament, and she was in the same thing. She made it one match away from placing, so that was pretty impressive. And before she got hurt, she was wrestling really, really good. So that was kind of a bummer with her, but still it was pretty impressive for her to see her do that. Our 2 other girls that placed were Madelynn Schlup, an 8th grader. It was great to see Madelynn place. That was really satisfying for me because she struggled a little last year. Wasn't at practice all the time, some other things. But this year, practice all the time. Got to work out with Maraia a lot and some of the other girls that really improved for us. And you could tell that made her a better wrestler, and you could just see her from about middle of January on just improve at every meet. And for her to drop into 8th, like I said, now she gets her name up on the wall here forever. And man, that was a pretty good feeling for her. And then, our 7th grader, Marlee Heltzel, we got her 7th place, or she got herself a 7th place. Ended up beating a girl from Stevens that had pinned us 3 times this year in probably the first or second period. And, we ended up beating her 1-0 in the blood round. And, man, that was a great feeling for her and for us as coaches to have that happen, to show that improvement. I kind of felt like all of our girls kind of peaked at the right time this year at the state tournament. So that was really satisfying for us as coaches and our program to see those 2 girls get in there. And our other girls, so all the girls that we had, the 2 that didn't place had a chance to play. So what more could you ask for out of your girls?
Coach, let's talk next year. You're losing a couple state champions, but looks like you've got a great team coming back.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to replace Maraia and Taylor. It's just not going to happen, which is okay. That's what you want out of your program. You want to grow that program, see those seniors graduate, and have the ones underneath them that are going to hopefully replace them one day. But yeah, we have no juniors, 1 sophomore in the Schlup girl, hopefully another sophomore back that was injured this year. And then the rest are all freshmen, 8th graders, 7th graders. We'll have a couple coming up for the middle school. But, yeah, we have a bulk of our girls as freshmen, and, we're looking for big things from them. We're going to have 3-4 years with them. So, I mean, we got a lot of time to not only have them on our team, but to help develop them. And, our future's looking pretty good down the road. And they are changing the weight classes in the state. We'll probably go to 13 weight classes for the girls as opposed to 10 now, so that's going to help spread the weights out too. Now we're kind of stacked and packed right now with some of our girls, so that's going to help separate that out. That's going to help us even more because now we can fit more of our girls into the lineup. Where this year, we had at least 1 girl that we think may have placed in the state tournament that couldn't crack our lineup. So, I mean, it'll be great to get those lineup change or those weights change, so now we can fit more of our girls into the lineup and get more points in tournaments and stuff like that. So, yeah, we're looking forward to good things down the road.
Coach, always great to visit with you throughout the season. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Dwight. Always appreciate your coverage. Thank you.